I'm good at that. All right.
Okay.
We are live, everyone, and I'm so excited to be here with Mindy. And I remember your group was the very first group that I posted looking for speakers. And like secretly, I was looking for you to come be a speaker.
Oh, you're so sweet. You made my day.
I really was. And what I loved more is because so many Facebook groups, when you like post something asking a question, you want people to comment on it. Mm-hmm. But as soon as they comment, you give them like the application link and then they can just go do it. And so I love that you didn't actually ask, you just went and applied because I already posted the link and I was like, oh my God, that's what I do too. Because I don't actually.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Straight to the link.
No, I am all about following directions and making things easy for people.
Yeah. So like, I was so excited. So I am so excited that you're speaking, and
thank you.
Everyone watching and that will be watching the replay. Introduce yourself better than I can, Mindy, so people know who you are.
Absolutely. So I'm Mindy Henderson. I wear a lot of hats, so get comfortable. I'm a motivational speaker, a writer. I am a coach, a health and accountability coach. And then I've also got a podcast called The Truth About Things That Suck. So I spin a lot of plates and do a lot of things, but I absolutely love what I do. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. And then Mindy will be talking to us about how to like overcome adversity and the pillars of adversity in business and how those all correlate. So kind of give us a short like into, but not giving it away what you're telling people about, because she's speaking on Mindset Day. And so I'm so excited to hear you talk. So share those with us.
Thank you. Sure. So, really at the heart of my mission and my platform is helping people to navigate adversity well. I've got a disability. I've lived life from a wheelchair. And so that's given me a lot of opportunity over the years to learn to navigate my own adversity well. And so, adversity is something that we all have. It looks different for all of us. But I spend a lot of time talking to people about overcoming and navigating adversity. And I realized as I started building this career, I worked in the corporate world for 20 years in high tech. And as I moved away from that, and I was about a year into sort of my entrepreneurial journey, I realized that a lot of what makes you successful at navigating adversity also makes you successful as an entrepreneur. And so I sat down one day and I started writing things down, and I came up with basically 5 guiding principles that apply both to overcoming and navigating adversity, but also entrepreneurship. And the reason for that, spoiler alert, is because if you kind of boil it down, they're both hard, And so I think that overcoming adversity, starting an entrepreneurial journey, starting a business, setting a goal, having a big lofty goal for yourself, all of these are things that are hard. And so it kind of makes sense that the guiding principles could span across all of those individual scenarios. You have to look at them through a slightly different lens, and that's what I'm going to take us through next week when we get together for this amazing summit that you're organizing. But yeah, that's kind of the premise of it.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting, and it's so true. Like, I think like we definitely don't all deal with the same kind of disabilities and adversity, but the stories that you're able to tell and share will sound so similar. Like, just like I'm in a mastermind with you, and today, like my mind was blown after it because I'm sitting there talking about that, and I was like, and I didn't really talk too much. I'm really bad at talking in groups of people. I'm really good at this one-on-one thing. But like I absorbed so much of it, and I was just like, afterwards, I was able to identify from what everyone else said what my problem. I was like, oh my God, I was like able to narrow it down, and I think that's really cool. How what you're going to be sharing is the same way. We aren't all going through the same, adversity and disabilities and different things, but the stories they cross over so much to really help you learn. And with entrepreneurship, It is hard.
It is hard. But, as you're talking, what's occurring to me is that there's also, entrepreneurialism is one thing, but there's all kinds of businesses that you could be starting. You could be starting a software company. You could be starting a speaking business. You could be starting an event planning business. All of these different kinds of things, but it all, comes down to being a startup company and dealing with a lot of the same issues and problems and challenges that come up as a result of starting a business. Okay. So yeah, there's another little bit of crossover between adversity and entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear your story and hear how to overcome these different challenges that we face. And so if you're watching, Mindy is going to be live with us on March 2nd at 10 a.m. So she'll be speaking on the first day on Mindset Day. And come make sure you see her. And if you don't want to wait, so if you are dealing with some kind of adversity, or just if you're dealing with, not being able to identify something to be able to get you to the next stage in your business, to get you to the next stage, tell people kind of what you do outside of just speaking and this stuff and how they can reach you so they can connect with you now if they want to.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I'm also a coach. And I've worked with people with wildly different scenarios. But basically what I tell people is if you have a goal that you want help project managing, that is my wheelhouse. I'm a health coach, but I'm also an accountability coach. And so what I love to do, I'm kind of a natural born project manager, but also when I worked in high tech in the corporate world, I actually worked as a project manager for a number of years over the course of that time. And so I'd love to take a goal and break it down into manageable pieces, create timelines, hold people accountable, give that additional layer of accountability. But then the motivational speaker in me really loves to cheer people on and see people, reach their full potential and crush those goals. So I would love to hear from anybody who wants to, and I do free consultations. So if you think that a coach might be helpful for you, you can go to my website, mindyhendersonspeaks.com, and you can just request a coaching consultation. We can get on the phone and talk about what your goals are and what I might be able to do to help you.
Yeah, I think that's so cool because, so I've never been in the project management space, but I've been in project management systems, so ClickUp and all those things. And to be able to help somebody just in the real world of taking all those goals that are in their head, and it you don't even have to be an entrepreneur. You could be in the corporate world. You could have just a day-to-day business and your goal is to lose weight, or your goal is to spend more time with your family, and Mindy can help you with that.
Absolutely. I've worked with people who wanted to get out of debt. I've worked with people that wanted to lose weight, like you said. I've worked with people that are starting their own business or side hustle. So all kinds of things. And, the thing about goals is that I think we all probably know from our own experiences that we can manufacture all kinds of excuses to not reach our goal. And that is, something that I really enjoy is kind of helping people work through and even flip those excuses into something more productive.
Oh, that's so good. I was after our mastermind today, because one of my things is I haven't ate gluten or dairy for 2-3 months until our snow apocalypse happened. And
oh my gosh.
Even as I was eating the peanut butter and jelly sandwich with gluten all over it, I was like, I shouldn't be eating this. I shouldn't be eating this.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and it's so funny that you say it with gluten all over it. That cracks me up. But but yeah, I think we all, at the end of the day, we all know what we should be doing. But sometimes it just takes an accountability partner to sort of keep you on that straight and narrow and call you on your excuses and, remind you of your why and why you wanted to start something in the first place and why it's important and what it's going to do for you long term or for your family long term or, whatever the case may be. So So yeah, clearly I can geek out all day long on this stuff. But I love nothing more than a big lofty goal and helping somebody reach it.
Yeah, so awesome. So if you are ready to hit your goal and and don't want to wait till next Wednesday to hear Mindy speak, then connect with her. She also is on Instagram, so you can check her out there. Or if you're on the Clubhouse, go to Clubhouse and listen.
Yay, Clubhouse.
So, if you're not in Clubhouse yet, we are giving away Clubhouse invites at the Zigzag Virtual Summit as prizes. And then if you're like me, connect with her on the Facebook group and the Women's Thrive and Shine Network. Go in there, connect with her, and you'll enjoy it and you'll be thankful you did.
Thank you. And I have to give a shout out also to my one of my best girlfriends, Shannon Hale, who I sort of co-lead the Women's Thrive and Shine Network and that mastermind group with. So we're really proud of the group of women that have assembled there. And we're a little biased, but we think that it's a great place to get resources and, find the things that you need in your everyday lives.
No, I agree. It definitely is. It's helped. I found a lot of the speakers there in the group just because everybody's like, yeah, I'll help you. Let's do this. So go join it. Come hear Mindy speak March 2nd at 10 a.m. Get your free ticket, Zigzag Virtual. Oh, I was trying to do this and I never get the buttons right. So get your free ticket. And then, Mindy, is there anything else you want to share before they see you next week?
I just want to say that I've seen the lineup of this conference and, it's a 3-day thing. And I think that you're bananas for giving these tickets away for free. So I guarantee you Hannah's events are not going to be free for much longer because they're really good. So I highly recommend that you guys go grab yourself a free ticket. There's a lot of really amazing speakers that are going to come and just kind of pour into us.
I feel so lucky that I get to just listen to everybody. Like, to me, it's like, I'm so, like, this is the best thing ever. I'm just going to get to sit there because I'm emceeing the whole event, so I'll be there all day. I can't go. And I was like, and that's the best because I can't find an excuse to be like, oh, I'll do this later. And so if you're an attendee, go in it with the same mindset of, this is a real event. Like, shut all the other links off, which is a struggle for me to close any window. I have 3 computer monitors, and there's always something somewhere. But if you're close all the windows, be right here. So one cool thing that I'm doing is we're not switching videos throughout the day. It's actually one video until lunch and then one video after lunch to make it so you don't even have to go search. Like, you're literally there all day with us. So go.
That's amazing.
So
I'm excited. I'm going to grab my coffee and settle in. And, when I'm not speaking, I'm going to be watching. So I'm right there with you.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, guys, get your tickets. Come see Mindy. Come hear all of us talk. And then we will see you next week. All right.
Thank you.